I just love the idea of catching people off guard and doing the unexpected.
There's a bit of a mystery surrounding the hottest new restaurant south of Boston.
The exterior is very understated. There's really no sign that says we're a restaurant.
Because when you arrive at this strip mall just off Route 3 in Weymouth, and you see a windowless space marked by a sign that simply says Precinct 10, it's fair to be a bit unsure about what's inside. But according to owner Eric Hines, it's all part of the experience.
There are no windows, there are no colors. There are basically two large wooden doors with no windows, no way to see in, no way to see out. So when you open those doors, you're just so shocked with what you see inside based on what you saw on the outside.
That's because the inside of Precinct 10 is a simply stunning space with an atmosphere that's like a time machine transporting you back about a century.
We're trying to really capture the kind of early 1900s Prohibition era America, the speakeasy feel. The great thing about being a Prohibition kind of speakeasy type of a place is that by nature it's supposed to be a little bit secretive, a little bit under the radar. So we're talking distressed wood, distressed brick, vintage fixtures, red velvets, black leather, and we try to capture the American spirit with the food as well in terms of just great regional American cuisine.
So the menu reads like the greatest hits of American eats. There's barbecue, burgers, mac and cheese, and a massive stuffed lobster, all served in a 250-seat dining room that is packed every night.
We wanted to be a destination for having a good time, getting great food, creative cocktails on the South Shore, and I think we kind of hit that.
Precinct 10 offers so many deliciously shareable starters, deciding which one to order can be difficult, but the tater tot poutine is always a good choice.
We really kind of wanted to put our own spin on that, so we're taking our pulled pork, a little bit of red wine demi-glaze, a 10 cheese sauce, putting it on top of tater tots. It looks messy, it is messy, but you get in there and that smoky flavor mixed with the sauce and the cheese, I mean, home run.
Another winner is the cheese-smothered beef, pork, and sausage meatballs.
Everybody likes meatballs, and if you do them well, I mean, unmatched. Gooey cheese, rich tomato sauce, a little bit of a pork and a beef blend, just pairs well with everything.
Other options include open-faced pastrami sliders topped with fried onions, pulled pork sliders on mini brioche, and sweet and spicy cauliflower that everyone can love.
It's one of those things you're force-fed as a child and everybody just learns to hate it. So we wanted to almost turn it into something where it was like a guilty pleasure. So our cauliflower, it's a great appetizer. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, and it almost eats like candy.
Entrees at Precinct 10 are enormous, like this juicy burger topped with mustard ale cheddar, house-made pastrami, and red cabbage slaw on toasted brioche, or the indulgently affordable seafood stuffed lobster, bursting with shrimp, scallops, and angel hair for less than $30.
Who doesn't like pasta? Mix that with the lobster, and we're stuffing it with seafood. As soon as we serve one out of the kitchen, all of a sudden the whole restaurant's ordering it.
Another head turner and belly buster is the baked mac and cheese. It's great on its own and even better loaded with pastrami or smoked brisket. But the best part has to be the cheese sauce, made with an absolutely outrageous number of cheeses.
It's a 10 cheese blend. I mean, it's almost like that joke, like, 7-minute abs, and then it's 6-minute abs, and how do you one-up yourself every single time? So why do a 5 cheese sauce or an 8 cheese sauce when you can do 10? And I'm sure somebody's gonna come out with 11 at some point, but right now 10's working out pretty well for us, and it's been really well received.
If you really want to share, the kitchen at Precinct 10 cooks up an incredible paella for 2, 3, 4, or more. And this dish overflows with shrimp, clams, scallops, chorizo, and spicy Spanish rice.
It's interactive, it's fun, you can easily share it. If you like seafood, it's a seafood lover's dream, and it's a fantastic way to eat as a group.
Another entree you could share, but might want to keep all for yourself, is the smokehouse platter. Smoked low and slow over apple wood, this is real deal Southern-style barbecue.
Our chef, Jason, is from Lafayette, Louisiana. He has a great knack for barbecue and for smoking meat, so we're doing baby back ribs, we're doing brisket, we're doing pulled pork. Very unexpected in Weymouth to do things like that, and especially if you're not a barbecue restaurant, but who doesn't like really fresh smoked meats, a side of barbecue sauce? It works for everybody.
And offering the unexpected from the food to the mood is exactly why you need to find your way to Precinct 10.
I think sometimes, a certain location calls for thinking a little bit outside the box, and I think of where we are in this strip mall location in Weymouth, right off the highway. It just called for something that was going to blow your mind. You pull up and you don't expect to see what you see, when you pull into the parking lot. And I love the idea of people not knowing what is behind the wooden doors. And I just invite people to come find out what's behind the doors.